Once again, welcome back and hope you have enjoyed our previous section that is operators in PHP. And this time I'm just going to starting with one of our new section that is conditional statement in PHP. So here we are just going to start with that. That is conditional statement are used to perform different action based on different condition. If this condition arise, then we have to do this action. If this condition arise, then we have to do this action. And mostly it comes when we go for the coding, and this situation we mostly come or face over there while writing the codes. So in PHP, we have the following conditional statements over there. For example, we are having the if statement is there, then if else statement is there, then if else if and else statement is there, and in the last we are having the switch statement. So now we are coming to the first statement over here, that is if statement. Here we look at this if statement. The if statement is get executed if one condition is true. Okay, we put a condition over there, and if that condition turn to be true, then the body or the statements of the if will get executed only in the condition that is it turns to be true. So here we go with the syntax how we can use the if statement in our program uh, or in our coding. Say we have to write the if, and in the parenthesis, this is small brackets or parenthesis, we have to write the condition for this, and within the curly brackets we have to write those statements which we want to execute it if this statement turns out to be true. So this way we have to use the if statement over here. So this will if will only get executed if the condition turn out to be true. Now we face another situation in which we wanted to get the some statement to be executed in both the condition if the statement turn out to be true or if the condition turn out to be false. So in that case we will use another statement is there that is called the if else statement, and this is here the syntax for the if else statement. Same way we will write here if, then we will put the condition, and here is the body of if, and then we will write else, and here we will write the statements for the else. Now if the condition is true, then the body of if will executed, and if the condition will false, then the body of else will get executed. So we will get the result in both the condition, either true or false. Next there is coming as another statement is that if else statement, and this statement is execute different code for more than two conditions. Now for example, in we wanted to check two conditions over there. Okay, in the previous cases we were using only single condition to be get checked over here. Now in this case, if we wanted to check two conditions, then we have to go with if else if and else condition. So here it is the bodies or syntax how we will write if else if and else statement. If there is, we have to write the condition over here. If this condition turn to be true, then the body of this if will get executed. Then we will use else if, and then we will make second condition over here. And if this condition code is to be executed if the first condition is false and this condition is true. If this condition is false over there and this condition turned out to be true, then this will get executed, and if both of them will get false over there, then the else will get executed in that case. Then there is coming another thing that is the if statement, is that the nested if statement. Nested if statement mean to say that we have to check a condition within another condition. Then we have to use the concept of nested if. If means we have to write another if within a body of a if. So this is here we can see the if statement syntax, how we can use the syntax over there. We have written if over there, then we have written the condition, then we have start the body of, here this curly bracket has started the body for this if statement. On the here we will write the body of that, and within that body we will write another if over here, and we will write condition here, and here we will write another body for this. So this from here to here is the body of this if condition, and here to here is the body of this if condition. So this if is here is the nested if that has been nested within this if. Okay. And in the last we are having the PHP switch statement, and switch statement is used when there comes as the multiple if statements. Okay. For example, if I wanted to enter a number and on the basis of that I wanted to display the weekday over there. For example, if I enter 1 over there, the day should be displayed over there as Monday. If I enter 2 over there, the day should be displayed over there as Tuesday. If I enter 3 over there, then they should be displayed over there as a Wednesday. Simultaneously, for more over there, then we have to use the switch statement over there. So here we are having the switch, and here we have to take the variable on which we wanted to apply the switch over there. So then we have to write the case label for the each value over there. So case label 1 we will write, and then we will write code for the case label 1, and then we will use break. Then we will write the case label 2, then we will write the code for the case label 2, and then we will use break over there. And here in the last you will see the default. Now why we are using break and default over there? So see here, if this variable match with the case label 1, so this will get executed. Okay, so this will executed over there. It means condition is matched with the label 1, and this statement get executed, and we will get the appropriate result, and we don't want to execute rest of the statement here. So that's why we use break over there. Okay, so that's why we use break. Now if we this condition is matched with this label 2, it will first check for this. If this will not match, so it will not execute over here. Now when it will move to this, it will check for this. Now if the condition is matched with this, it will execute its body over here, and the break statement will bring us out of the program, and the rest of the statement will not get executed over there. So that's why we have to use break after each case label there. And in the last we use default. Why we use default here? For weekdays we have to enter the value from 1 to 7. If somebody will enter 1, the day will be equal to Monday, and if somebody will enter the 7, then the day will be equal to Sunday. What will happen if somebody will enter 9 over there and 8 over there or 10 over there or any other value in that case? So that is handled by the default. If we don't use this default and somebody will enter 8, 9 or any value for which we have not set the case label over there, so this for coding or program will get into a what we can say that infinite loop. So in order to make this execution faster and not to put our program into infinite loop, we will use the default over here. So that's all for the conditional statement in PHP, and here in the next videos we will do each and every statement one and one by to make our hand practically solid on PHP statements. So that's all for the now. See you in the